Hello, my name's George from Australia, and welcome to Gaming My Whole Life, where I discuss everything video game related, past, present, and future. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have been vigorously enjoying The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword on the Nintendo Switch. I have been enjoying it since its first release on the Nintendo Wii. I absolutely love the motion controls, and I recently got my hands on it once again. I've been enjoying it. In the future, there will be a more vigorous review. In the meantime, though, as I play the game, I just wanted to drop little bits of information and early impressions. Today's video, as the thumbnail would have shown, throw or roll. This is an aspect of Zelda Skyward Sword, which I feel is the best throw-in mechanics in any Zelda game. And I'm sure a lot of Zelda fans can relate to this. When you first start playing the game, it's not a big issue, but at least when you're initially learning, you're trying to remember what is the drop button, what is the throw button, how do you roll if possible, and you mix it up and you normally end up, wasting a couple items or a couple bombs. I love the fact that back on the original Wii and now once again on the Switch, I love controls that make so much sense, and if they use motion controls all the better, that you never have to think about it. And once again, we have that. So if you have an item, the thumbnail, the pictures that I showed was just holding vases, but of course you can do this with bombs. I love the fact that while you're playing, if you want to overhead throw something, you don't need to think which button is a throw button, which button is a roll. No, you just literally do this motion. That's it. Say you don't want to throw it. Say you want to roll it down a hill, or the enemy is closer to you and you don't want to throw it over the head. Cool. Do the rolling motion and it works beautifully. You can throw something, you can roll something, you never need to think about it. And I think that's just an excellent use of motion controls. I was actually a big fan of the Nintendo Wii motion controls. It's why I love the PSVR, because of motion controls. Also, real quick, the star of the show, the actual sword, works as intended, just like I remember it wasn't in my head. If you have your sword, you press one button to calibrate it. If you do a circle like this with your hand, Link does the same thing on screen. You want to swing this way, you want to swing that way, you want to poke, you have full control. It's just as good as I remember. Alright, look, thank you for watching Gaming My Whole Life. You have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you lovely and ladies and gentlemen are in this big blue planetverse. God bless you all, take care. And let me know below if you've gotten your hands on this game, if you're enjoying it, if it's as good as you remember. And I know it's awkward. It was such a short, to the point video, but you know what? It's just satisfying. Love the overhead, love the under, never need to think about it. Alright, bye.